Disc golf dudes.
All right, let's check out to see what we got from our Discraft box this time. Now, Discraft isn't a brand that I actually have ever thrown. I know a lot of people throw Discraft, but I've actually never thrown Discraft, so I don't really know a whole lot about their plastics. I don't really know a whole lot about their molds. I know a little bit, but this will be interesting to see what we get. So in this first bundle, we have an interesting looking disc. This looks like a putter, and it's kind of an interesting shaped putter as well. Has kind of a dip in it, and so I'm not exactly sure what this is. It looks like this is a Banger GT, and it feels like it might be kind of their baseline plastic, but it's kind of interesting, and I actually really like the misprint on the front, that swirl. But yeah, this is an interesting disc. I could see somebody liking this. It's really comfortable in the hand, has a nice groove for the thumb to flick those putts. Pretty cool. All right, so this looks like a Paul Macbeth 5-time world champion titanium Undertaker. And I'm looking at this, and I gotta tell you, I don't know where the misprint is. This looks perfect. But yeah, this is, just to make sure, yeah, this is an Undertaker. Paul Macbeth 5-time titanium. Has a nice grip to it, nice color, and a nice stamp. It's a pretty good misprint right there. Nothing wrong with it at all. There's probably something wrong with it that I don't see, but overall, this is a great one. So this one kind of feels like it's their Jawbreaker plastic. And this looks like a Jawbreaker Buzz. And again, it doesn't have too weird of a misprint. Looking around here, this is definitely a Buzz. This looks like Jawbreaker plastic. And the stamp is really cool. Not quite sure what the misprint is here, but it looks like a nice disc. If you like throwing a Buzz, and this is probably the one mold that I have thrown, Buzz is a great disc, and I actually really like their Jawbreaker plastic just because of it's so grippy. But yeah, very cool. This is a nice one. The fourth disc, we've got Discraft ESP Crank, and this one is, again, I don't see any misprint here at all. And it's a nice yellow color, and it does have a little bit of like a green swirl to it, but it has a really great color, has a really nice colorful stamp. I've never thrown a crank before, but it looks like it is kind of more of like an understable distance driver. It has a nice feel to it. This is probably a nice S-line flight to it. Yeah, this looks good. It looks like maybe there are a few little spots in the stamp where there are some little blemishes in the stamp, but a really cool disc. All right, the fifth disc, this is Discraft Avenger SS. Not quite sure what the plastic is. It feels like more of a premium plastic, but I'd have to kind of look into it a little bit more. It's grippy, has a good feel to it. This is, looking around the side here to find what kind of disc it is. I'm going to assume that the stamp is right. I'll look a little bit more later, but it looks like this is probably an Avenger SS. Yeah, looks like a good one, Avenger SS. I'll have to research a little bit about what the plastic is, but it looks nice. And it looks like a maximum distance driver, but it doesn't have the flight numbers on it, so I'm not quite sure how this one flies. All right, it looks like we got another Jawbreaker plastic. And looking at this one, it almost feels like it might be a Zone or something like that with that flat top to it. But I'll have to look in and see if I can figure it out. Yep, I can see it on there. This is a Zone. So yeah, this is a nice overstable putter. Great for approaches. Cool stamp, I like it. All right, so this is a really nice swirly Nuke SS. So this one looks like it is kind of more of an understable Nuke. And it has a really nice swirly color to it. It has kind of like blues and greens, kind of like a smoky blend to it. And a nice stamp, nice black stamp on it. This is a cool disc. This is a really nice misprint disc. I don't really know, again, where the misprint is on this, but the Nuke SS I know is a a well-used disc. And this is a really cool ESP plastic with a nice swirly finish to it. We've got another Nuke SS. This looks like the Z-line plastic, kind of more of that clear plastic to it. Kind of the same disc, just different plastic here. And again, not really any serious blemishes in this one, but it's a really nice quality Nuke, and I think that one would fly great. So on this one, I can tell that there was some wear on the stamp. Some of the stamp has come off a little bit, probably from either stamp malfunction or maybe just wear over time. But this is another ESP plastic. This is a 5-time world champion Buzz, I believe. And that's what it says on the front, and I assume that is correct, but it has a nice pink swirly finish to it. Other than just the stamp coming off a little bit, this is a quality mid-range right here. We have a Paige Pierce 5-time world championship sole. This looks like it's also a mid-range, and it looks like it's the Z-line plastic as well. And this has a nice feel to it, a nice putter. This is cool. This is a nice one. So overall, some quality discs. And I would say for the most part, I would never even be able to tell that these are misprints. This one looks great. This one, I can tell, this Buzz. Both of these Nukes look perfect. This one looks good. It looks like it might be like an old tournament stamp or something like that. So I can see how this one may be a misprint. This one, I can see a little bit of blemishes in the stamp. This one, maybe a few blemishes in the stamp. The Buzz here looks perfect. The Titanium Undertaker looks perfect. And then the Banger looks perfect except for this misprint, but I actually like the misprint more than what the actual stamp would be. So overall, I would say it's probably about 50-50 of you can tell there's a misprint, you can't tell at all. So this is a great box. This is 10 discs for about $7 a disc. That's a great deal, and you get some awesome discs. I got some putters, I got some mid-ranges, I got some drivers, and this, if you're looking to get a really good bag, this is a great thing to look for. Look for this on Discraft's webpage. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. I got lucky and I found it while they still had a few boxes left and I got it, but they don't always have it. For these really nice deal mystery boxes, you really have to keep your eyes open. I lucked out on this one, but keep looking for it because every once in a while I'm sure they'll have it, and especially around holiday season, I bet they'll have some special deals. But great discs, great box. I'm really excited to take a closer look at these. I'm Dan with the Disc Golf Dudes. Thanks for watching DGD, and we'll catch you next time.